Hey guys, it's Allie, and in today's video, I want to talk about one thing I would change about each historical doll. So this was a difficult video to make. I made this with Girl of the Years a few months back. It did extremely well for my channel. Thank you for all the love and support on that video. And if I did Girl of the Years, I had to follow it up with historical dolls. But this video has taken a hot minute to produce because this was a hard one. Now, for every historical, there honestly is not something I would change or something I would change, but it would be super minor. So similar to my Girl of the Year video, I genuinely tried to think of one thing to change about every single Girl of the Year, but there are a few on here which honestly kind of surprised me because they're not as high up on my wish list. But there are a few on here that I genuinely cannot think of anything worth changing about them, and I'm sure you guys definitely have your own opinions on what you want to change about these dolls, so comment them. If I think of anything while editing, we will add that in. But yeah, let's get started. The first doll is Kaya, and at first I was going to say give Kaya a bigger collection, but I was looking at her collection on the American Girl website, and even though it's definitely small compared to some other dolls in like their heyday and things like that, I couldn't really think of any items to add to Kaya's collection. I'm not an expert on indigenous culture or anything like that, but she has two historical outfits, and I can't imagine that back in Kaya's day they would have had a whole wardrobe full of clothing or anything. It makes sense that Kaya doesn't have a million outfits. She has a modern outfit, the powwow outfit of today. She has some other supplies, she has pets, and she has her bed, also known as her teepee, like every historical has. So I really love Kaya. I guess maybe I would change that people don't like her because I personally love Kaya. I have her, and I think Kaya is extremely underrated, but I couldn't really think of any items that she was like missing from her collection or anything. So if you can think of anything for Kaya, let me know. Maybe another modern outfit to teach about modern indigenous culture, but I think Kaya is really beautiful and I can't really think of anything to change. I know we're starting off this video about things I would change with I can't change anything, but I promise it gets better. Next up is Felicity Merriman, and this was actually a pretty easy one for me, but there are actually a few things I would change. But the thing I would most like to change about Felicity is her 2.0 meat outfit when she re-released as Be Forever. Why did I say 2.0? Because she got a new meat outfit, the purple one. Like the whole 2.0 Felicity release in Be Forever meat outfit, where they completely revamped her, not just her dress. I despise this meat outfit. I love fashion from Felicity's time period and historical garments in general. I really want to try sewing some for myself because I think they're so pretty, but this meat outfit is atrocious. So I do not remember if I've seen a Be Forever Felicity in person before because they don't carry her at the Canadian stores, and I don't know if I ever paid attention to her at the American Girl store Seattle, if they even sold her there. But based on her stock photo, I just hate the silhouette of this meat outfit. Now, I am not an expert on historical fashion. I have heard that there are a few historical inaccuracies in Felicity's collection. So it kind of looks like, I think it's called paniers that she has like by her hips that makes them look really wide in the stock photo. I don't know if that was what they were trying to achieve in it, but it just doesn't feel as long as Felicity's other dresses to me. I don't know, the silhouette really bugs me. The colors are just super bright, obviously, because it's Be Forever, but I definitely do not like the way it looks on Felicity, and the doll is also slightly altered too with the modern classic mold. So just the whole Be Forever Felicity, and they didn't really even give her a collection. I think she had one other item. It just doesn't look great to me. And yeah, looking at her first outfit and like her 35th anniversary meet outfit, her dress goes past her ankle. Her Be Forever one just exposes her socks, and it looks really bad in my opinion. I don't know what's historically accurate, but I do not like this meet outfit. The next doll is our girl from the War of 1812, Caroline Abbott, and the thing I would change about her is I wish that she was available longer. Now, I'm very lucky to own a Caroline doll. She was my second doll. I ordered her, and then I found out that she was retiring, so I was very thankful to order her, even though I did ruin her hair slightly and she has split ends everywhere, but she was not available for that long. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember who was available for a shorter time period, if it was Cecilia Mary Grace or Caroline, but she just retired way too quick, especially compared to dolls like Samantha and Julie, who have been around forever. So I really wish that she was available longer because I love her collection. I only own the doll, unfortunately. I don't even have her meat dress because I lost it. So I really wish I still had an opportunity to get Caroline in her collection because she's such a beautiful doll and her eyes are very unique. Next is Josefina Montoya, and the thing I would change about her is that I wish our current collection, the one that is offered as of January 8th, 2022, was bigger. She is one of those dolls that hasn't been retired retired, but she has nothing in her collection except for the doll, accessories, and book. And we're not just talking about the 35th anniversary dolls. She used to have all these cool outfits. I remember she had like the yellow one with the black veil on it and accessories, and it's really such a shame that they got rid of almost everything. I've talked about how in videos before, if a doll has no collection, I don't understand why American Girl keeps them around, and people say it's to spread diversity and things like that, which I do appreciate. But like Josefina, you're not even promoting her. You're not even giving her any accessories to help share her story. So what's the point of having her around if you're not going to do anything with her? I wish they would just retire Josefina instead of just keeping her in a corner, pretending she doesn't exist and letting the fans wonder what is happening with Josefina right now. I mean, they did give her some Stony Clover items, but it's not really the same thing as American Girl items, so that annoys me. Next up is the dynamic duo of Cecile and Mary Grace, and I wish that they were available for longer. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but Mary Grace was a very unique doll. Cecile is also very popular. These two dolls actually are worth a lot because they were barely available, but I really wish that they did have longer availability. Kirsten is a doll that I thought I would have so much to say about her. And if you talk about Kirsten in the grand scheme of American Girl dolls, I wish that she wasn't so quote-unquote basic, because there are so many dolls that have blonde hair and bangs and classic molds, but Kirsten was the first of these dolls to have these features. So I can't really get mad at her for looking the way she does because she was the first to do it, so I should be getting mad at all the Truly Me dolls. She is retired, so I guess I would change to bring her out of retirement, but I don't know, there's not really anything I'm super mad about when it comes to Kirsten and things like that. The next doll is Addie. I love Addie so much, and I really wish, similar to Josefina, that her current collection was bigger. Addie's story is one of the few American Girl books I've read, and I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but I'm not going to be commenting on stories and things like that because I honestly have not read every single Be Forever story, and I don't want to be getting things incorrect about stories and characters like I've done in the past. So we are going to just focus on like collections, visuals, availability, and things like that. But I do love Addie's story, and I do own her lunch pail, but her current collection, similar to Josefina, is just her accessories, her books, and the Stony Clover items, and a mini doll. I really wish that American Girl gave her more of a collection, because as much as I don't want Addie to retire because I love her and I love her story and she's a queen, if you're not gonna do anything with Addie, you might as well retire her. Please, like, American Girl, why are we just treating Addie and Josefina this way? The next doll is Samantha Parkington. Between her and Molly, I'm going to critique Samantha more on having a basic appearance. And then also lack of a collection. She used to have a collection when she was re-released as Be Forever. I loved it. I loved her ice cream parlor. That's all been retired now, so she's kind of been cubed like Addie and Josefina, which annoys me, but we're gonna talk about appearance here. So along with Molly and Kirsten, Samantha was one of the original 3 American Girl dolls. So if anyone says, oh, this Truly Me doll looks like Samantha, Samantha did it first. However, Samantha and Molly were released at the same time, and they do look very similar, but I'm not gonna say that I wish Molly's appearance looked different because Molly has gray eyes, which are absolutely stunning, and Samantha has brown eyes, and there's nothing wrong with brown eyes. I have brown eyes, but they're very, very common on American Girl dolls, and over time, Samantha's appearance is kind of like nothing special. She just looks like a very traditional American Girl doll with no standout features, so I wish they did something a little bit different with her, but I'm not gonna get too mad about that as she was one of the first 3 dolls. Quick little editing note that I wanted to include here. I was editing and then I remembered that there is actually another thing I would change about Samantha, and that is that her Be Forever re-release stripped her of her original tomboy characteristics. Now, I have not read Samantha's books, but something that I've seen a lot of people talk about on social media is how when Samantha was originally released, she hated the color pink. I believe that was one of her personality traits, and hence why her meet outfit was red and there wasn't much pink in her collection. Her Be Forever re-release, which yes, is the one I'm more familiar with because of nostalgia, that's right when I started getting into American Girl dolls themselves and not just the magazines. Her collection was filled with pink, her meet outfit was pink, and I know a lot of people who love Samantha and the original doll did not like that. So I do wish American Girl stuck closer to the original Samantha story. Next up is Rebecca, another doll where I pondered for a long time on what to critique about her and I could not think of anything. I actually do like her her Be Forever Meet outfit. It is one of my favorite out of the whole revamp, and I actually might like it slightly better than her original Meet outfit. But yeah, I pondered over her. She still has a collection, and I think she's a cute doll. There's nothing I would really change. Next is Kit, another doll that I found actually quite hard to critique. I believe she also has no collection right now, but if we're gonna critique something else, it would be her hair. And I know Kit is more of a tomboy character, and we don't have many dolls with short hair, so it definitely makes sense for Kit to have short hair. However, just in my personal opinion, I do prefer slightly longer hair on dolls because I like doing styles like braids and things like that. So I do wish her hair was a little bit longer. Because Kit's hair is so short, she's definitely easier to care for. So I have seen so many damaged Kits because they give them to their kids because Kit is easy to care for. I just have seen so many wrecked Kits in my day that her hair, I do not like it, but I think it suits her well, so I wouldn't really change anything about Kit, I guess. But like, if I could design all the dolls custom fit for my collection, I wish her hair was slightly longer. Next is Nanea. I think Nanea is also super underrated. She's really pretty. I love her face mold. I love her collection, and I wouldn't change anything about her. She's just so beautiful, and more people need a Nanea in their collection. The next two dolls I struggled with as well, and that is Molly and Mary Ellen. I love both of them. I especially love Mary Ellen's collection because it's all 50s and super fun, but I could not think of anything to change, and I'm not kidding. I pondered over this video outline for at least a week and a half, and I could not come up with things to change. I even asked my friends, and we couldn't think of anything. So I apologize if this video is not what you want, but another doll I cannot think to change anything about is Melody. I also own and love Melody. She's super beautiful. I love her hair, and I love her collection as well, and it's just so hard to find something to change. This next doll, though, I think the whole community has no problem finding something to change, and that would be Julie. And the thing I would change about Julie is her Be Forever Meet outfit. Her original Meet outfit was super cute, classic 70s bell bottoms, and a white flowy shirt with a striped shirt underneath, and it's 70s without looking too costumey. Her Be Forever one, I do own it, and I do use it as a Halloween costume because you've got bright floral prints, a top with a peace sign on it, and it's just very, very in your face hippie to the point where it looks like a costume. And I have heard multiple people talk about this before, so I wish it wasn't so costumey. And I also wish we were never given the Julie music video, because now we have a ton of music videos that have only gotten creepier with every single music video release. So yes, I would change that about her. The next doll is Courtney, and I do not like Courtney that much. If you have watched my channel, you would know that, but I think the biggest thing I would change about her is her appearance, just because she looks similar to Mary Ellen. And similar to Kirsten, I did not say I wanted to change Mary Ellen's appearance because I do, first off, love the way she looks, but also she was released before Courtney, so Courtney copied Mary Ellen, not the other way around. I know some people say these dolls don't look similar in real life, but for me, they look similar. There's so much you can do with the 80s. I know a lot of people wanted to see an African-American doll when Courtney was still just a rumor. We did not get that, unfortunately. Yeah, if Mary Ellen didn't exist, cute appearance. But the fact that she does exist, not my favorite. I do love her curls. The blue eyes are very bright, which is a nice look with the red hair, but for me, Courtney just looks way too similar to Mary Ellen. The final historical or group of historicals I will talk about are the best friend dolls. And the thing I would change is their collections. Some dolls had quite big collections like Emily, and some like Ivy barely had anything. So I wish not only for collection equality between the best friend dolls, but I wish that A, they were available longer, and that they all had equally big collections so they could kind of stand out as their own dolls a little bit more. Because some of their outfits are super cute. Like, I love Emily's bright green dress. I love Ruthie's pink satin pajamas. I really wish that all of the historical best friend dolls were given equal treatment when it comes to their collections and things like that. And I wish they were still around because I really need some of Elizabeth's colonial dresses in my collection. So if you guys enjoyed that video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you would change about each historical doll, especially the ones that I could not think of anything to change. This video was a struggle, I am not kidding. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more American Girl doll videos, and of course, have an amazing day, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!